For as long as we have existed, we have been obsessed with the past. We trace the footprints of those who came before us, searching for meaning in the ruins of lost civilizations. We dig through layers of earth to uncover fossils, searching for the origins of life. We scan the cosmos for ancient light, desperate to understand how it all began. But what if, instead of looking back, we dared to look forward? Not just years, not just centuries, not even millennia. What if we let time slip through our fingers like grains of sand, racing ahead by millions, billions, even trillions of years? What would we see? Would we still recognize the Earth? Would the sun still shine? Would anything that exists today still remain? Or would we find only silence? This is not just a story about the future. This is a journey to the very edge of time itself. Our journey starts in the near future, a time still within reach, a time where humanity stands at the crossroads of destiny. In the next few thousand years, our species will either thrive beyond Earth or fade into extinction. Our cities will rise into the sky, or they will crumble into dust. We may conquer the stars, or we may be swallowed by the consequences of our own making. But even the fate of humanity is just a brief whisper in the story of the universe. Beyond our time, the Earth itself will begin to change. Mountains will crumble, continents will shift, the sun will grow hotter, and the oceans will start to boil away. Eventually, even our planet, this place we have called home, will be destroyed, lost to the relentless march of time. But time does not stop for Earth. As we drift further forward, we will witness the slow, inevitable death of the stars. One by one, they will flicker out, leaving behind only cold embers in the void. Galaxies will unravel. Black holes will consume what remains. And then, there will be nothing. No light, no warmth, no movement. A universe where time itself may cease to exist. But is this truly the end? Does the universe die in silence, a final curtain closing on all existence? Or does something new emerge from the darkness? Some scientists believe the universe will collapse and be reborn in an endless cycle. Others suggest that, in the farthest reaches of time, quantum mechanics could give rise to something unexpected, a new spark of creation, a new beginning. Perhaps, in the deepest abyss of the future, there is still room for a miracle. We will witness the last days of Earth. We will watch the final flickers of the sun. We will see galaxies dissolve, black holes vanish, and time stretch toward an uncertain horizon. This is a story of endings, and perhaps of new beginnings. A story written not in years, but in the lifetimes of stars and the heartbeat of the universe itself. The future awaits. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Near Future. 1,000 to 10,000 years from now. The near future. A time still within reach. If we were to leap forward by 1,000 years, what would we find? Would our world be a paradise of innovation, where humanity has conquered disease, poverty, and even death itself? Or would we see a planet scarred by war, climate change, and the slow unraveling of civilization? Right now, we are at a crossroads. The choices we make in the coming centuries will determine the course of our species, whether we become a civilization that reaches for the stars or one that fades into obscurity. But no matter what we do, the march of time does not stop. History has taught us one undeniable truth. No civilization lasts forever. Egypt, Rome, the Maya, the Mongol Empire, the Soviet Union. Each of these powers once seemed unstoppable. Yet today, they exist only in books and ruins. Will the same fate befall us? It is possible that in the next 1,000 years, the nations of today will collapse, replaced by new powers we cannot yet imagine. The world map will shift. cultures will evolve, and languages will be lost. Perhaps artificial intelligence will govern societies, or humans will merge with machines, creating something beyond our current understanding of life itself. Or perhaps, in a darker possibility, civilization will not survive at all. The more advanced a civilization becomes, the greater the risks it faces: nuclear war, pandemics, artificial intelligence beyond human control, climate catastrophe. A single mistake, a single act of arrogance, could unravel everything we have built. But if humanity survives these challenges, it will enter a new era, one where Earth is no longer our only home. If we survive the next few centuries, it is almost certain that we will no longer be confined to Earth. Colonies on the Moon, cities on Mars, mining operations in the asteroid belt, perhaps even the first human settlers on planets orbiting distant stars. The challenges will be immense: cosmic radiation, psychological isolation, the struggle to terraform alien worlds. But if humanity is to have a future beyond Earth, we must overcome these barriers. And yet, even as we look outward, time on Earth continues its relentless march forward. Earth is not static. It is a living, changing world, shaped by forces far beyond our control. In the next 10,000 years, entire continents will shift. Ice ages will come and go. Rainforests will dry out, and new ones will take their place. The human-built world, our cities, our monuments, even our greatest achievements, will not last forever. The Great Pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, given enough time, all will erode, crumble, and be swallowed by nature. The planet will erase our presence, just as it has done with countless species before us. Yet even then, the Earth itself will still be young compared to what is to come, because beyond the rise and fall of civilizations, beyond even the shifting landscapes of our planet, something far greater is waiting: the slow but inevitable transformation of the sun. And when that time comes, nothing on Earth will survive. The countdown to extinction has already begun. Chapter 2. The Dying Earth, 10,000 to 1 million years from now. Time is relentless. For now, Earth is our home. But it will not remain so forever. The civilizations of today will vanish, just as all those before them have. But the world will not stand still in our absence. The forces of nature, wind, water, ice, fire, will continue their slow and unyielding work, reshaping the planet in ways we can barely comprehend. As we step further into the future, beyond the reach of human memory, we will witness the Earth undergo its final transformations. A world we once called home, becoming unrecognizable. In 10,000 years, the last remnants of human civilization will be fading away. If humanity has vanished, our greatest monuments will be among the final clues that we ever existed. The massive stone faces of Mount Rushmore may survive the longest, their expressions slowly weathering under thousands of years of wind and rain. But even they will not last forever. What about our digital legacy? The billions of photographs, books, films, and records stored on hard drives, servers, and data centers, useless? Without power, hard drives degrade. The internet dies. Data is lost. If an alien civilization arrived on Earth in 50,000 years, they would find no evidence of Wi-Fi, no remnants of the internet, no digital records of our achievements. It would be as if we never existed. Life, however, will not mourn us. In our absence, the natural world will flourish. New forests will grow. The descendants of today's animals will evolve into creatures beyond our imagination. Insects, birds, and ocean life will continue their endless cycle of survival, unaffected by the passing of human civilization. But as time stretches forward, even they will face challenges greater than anything humanity has ever known. Because Earth itself is changing. 100,000 years from now, the sun's brightness will have increased ever so slightly. It may not seem like much, but even a small change in the sun's energy output can have drastic effects. The climate shifts. The ice caps, if they still exist, continue their retreat. Deserts expand. The very chemistry of the atmosphere begins to change. This is only the beginning. Because as we push forward, past hundreds of thousands of years, the sun's transformation becomes more dramatic and far more dangerous. At this stage, any trace of human civilization is long gone. The continents have shifted, new mountain ranges have formed, old ones have crumbled. The Grand Canyon has eroded into nothing. The world map we know today is no longer recognizable. But far more pressing is what is happening in the sky. The sun is growing older, and with age comes instability. Its increasing brightness intensifies the greenhouse effect. Oceans begin to evaporate at an accelerating rate. The atmosphere thickens with moisture, trapping heat. Life struggles to adapt. The last remaining plants and animals, the final remnants of billions of years of evolution, are pushed to their limits. The Earth is becoming hostile, not because of war or disaster or humanity's mistakes, but because the sun itself is turning against it. And yet the sun is far from finished. This is only a preview of the destruction to come. The countdown has begun. Earth is dying, and nothing can stop what happens next. Chapter 3. The End of the Solar System. 1 million to 1 billion years from now. We have now traveled far beyond anything recognizable. 1 million years have passed. Human civilization, if it ever found a way to survive, has long left Earth behind. The continents have shifted. Entire species have come and gone. The world is alien, yet still, it clings to life. But the sun has other plans. The peaceful star that once nurtured life is slowly turning against it. It begins as a whisper, subtle changes that go unnoticed on the scale of centuries, but on the scale of millions of years, they are devastating. And in time, they will render Earth uninhabitable. This is the beginning of the end. At first, the changes are gradual. The sun's increasing brightness warms the planet, just enough to accelerate evaporation. More water enters the atmosphere, creating a runaway greenhouse effect. Temperatures rise beyond anything Earth has ever seen. Then, the process accelerates. Within hundreds of millions of years, the oceans themselves begin to boil. The Great Pacific and Atlantic shrink into vast salt plains. What was once the deep abyss of the ocean floor is now exposed to the burning sky. The last rivers, the last lakes, the last drops of liquid water vanish into the air, and with them, the last remnants of life on Earth. Earth, the planet that nurtured life for billions of years, is now a dry and desolate rock. 500 million years from now, Earth's atmosphere is almost entirely gone. The planet is exposed, battered by intense radiation. 1 billion years from now, even the rocks begin to melt. Temperatures at the surface reach 800 degrees Fahrenheit. The crust of the planet softens, reshaped by the unrelenting heat. If there were ever a final trace of humanity left, buried somewhere deep within the Earth, it is gone now, reduced to nothing. And yet, even as Earth is scorched beyond recognition, something far larger looms on the horizon. Because this is not just the end of Earth. This is the beginning of the end for the entire solar system. The sun becomes a red giant. 5 billion years from now, the sun is running out of fuel. As its hydrogen supply depletes, it enters its final, most violent phase. The core collapses inward, while the outer layers expand outward. The sun grows larger and redder, swelling into a monstrous giant. It engulfs Mercury, then Venus, and Earth, If Earth is not consumed entirely, it will be scorched beyond recognition. A burned-out cinder, orbiting a dying star. The mountains, the valleys, the very crust of the planet will melt into a sea of magma. Nothing, not even the deepest corners of the ocean floor, will survive. The solar system as we know it is unraveling. And yet, the sun's death is not finished. After its final expansion, the sun sheds its outer layers, creating a stunning nebula that drifts outward into space. What remains at the center is a tiny, smoldering core, a white dwarf, a dead star. It will no longer produce energy. It will not shine. It will simply sit there, cooling over the course of trillions of years, fading into darkness. The solar system is now a graveyard. The planets, if they still exist, are frozen, drifting through the void. Any remnants of life, of history, of humanity, if they were ever preserved elsewhere, are now completely disconnected from their birthplace. This is the moment when the sun, the very thing that made life possible, is no more. The solar system is finished, and yet the universe is not done. Because beyond the ruins of our sun, the cosmos continues its slow, inevitable transformation. The stars, the galaxies, the very fabric of reality itself are marching toward their own fates. And what happens next will shape the universe as a whole. Chapter 4. The Fate of the Stars, 1 billion to 100 trillion years from now. The solar system is gone, but the universe moves forward. Beyond our dead sun, the stars continue to burn, their light stretching across the infinite expanse of space. Some are just being born, others are living out their prime, while a few, older, weaker, are beginning to fade. But nothing in the universe lasts forever. Even the stars, those seemingly eternal beacons of light, have an expiration date, and one by one, they will all go out. This is the twilight of the cosmos, the slow, inevitable dimming of the universe itself. For now, the galaxy is alive. New stars continue to form, fueled by the vast reserves of hydrogen left over from the Big Bang. Massive blue giants shine intensely, burning through their fuel in mere millions of years. Smaller, more stable stars, like our sun once was, live for billions. But as time moves forward, this balance begins to shift. While the bright, massive stars have long since burned out, the smallest stars in the universe, red dwarfs, are just reaching their middle age. These stars burn their fuel with extreme efficiency, lasting for trillions of years. Some of them, the smallest of all, may survive for over 100 trillion years, far beyond the lifetime of any other type of star. In this distant future, the universe is a different place. The galaxies that once sparkled with billions of suns are now shrouded in darkness. Only the dim glow of red dwarfs remains, scattered sparsely across the cosmos. If life still exists somewhere, it clings to these last warm embers in an otherwise frozen void. But even red dwarfs are not immortal. They, too, will eventually run out of fuel. And then, the last stars will die, the final star. At some point, in the incomprehensibly distant future, the very last star will shine for the final time. It may be a small, dim red dwarf, barely radiating any heat. It will flicker, struggling to burn the last of its hydrogen. Then, one day, it will fade. And just like that, the universe will go dark. No more light, no more warmth, only endless night, stretching in every direction. This is the end of the stelliferous era, the age of stars. What remains is a universe no longer lit by the fires of creation. Only remnants of the past endure. Black holes, frozen planets, dead stars, and beyond them the slow creeping approach of the next and final age, the era of black holes. Chapter 5. The Black Hole Era. 100 trillion to 10 to the 40th years from now, the universe has gone dark. The age of stars is over. For trillions of years, the cosmos was alive with light. Galaxies shimmered, stars burned, planets thrived. But now all of that is gone. There are no more suns, no more warmth, no more light. What remains are the leftovers of a once vibrant cosmos. Cold, dead stars, rogue planets, drifting through an empty void. And something far more powerful. Because in the darkness, one force still reigns supreme. The black holes. This is their era now. In this new era, black holes are the last titans of the universe. For years, they have consumed stars, planets, even entire solar systems. Now, with no more fuel left to burn, they are the final cosmic entities, still exerting influence over reality. Some of them are small, remnants of long-dead stars. Others are monsters, supermassive black holes, sitting at the hearts of dead galaxies, millions or even billions of times more massive than the Sun. And yet, even they are not eternal. Because in the farthest reaches of time, even black holes begin to fade. For centuries, black holes were thought to be inescapable, eternal prisons where matter and energy disappear forever. But physics tells us otherwise. Through a process known as Hawking radiation, black holes slowly lose energy. Over unimaginable spans of time, they evaporate, bit by bit, particle by particle, until nothing remains. This process is painfully slow. A small black hole, the size of a star, may take a quadrillion times the current age of the universe to fully evaporate. But supermassive black holes, they will last for so many years, a number so vast that it defies human understanding. But in the end, even they will vanish. One by one, the giants of the universe, these last cosmic titans, will radiate away into nothingness. And then, the last black hole will fade, leaving behind something even more terrifying than darkness: nothingness. With the death of the last black hole, the universe has lost its final source of heat. From this moment forward, there will be no more energy, no more events, no more change. The cosmos has entered its final phase, one of absolute stillness. This is the beginning of the heat death, the final chapter of existence. Chapter 6, the end of time. This is it, the final chapter. The universe, once filled with light, with stars, with worlds teeming with life, is now cold, empty, and unchanging. No more black holes, no more heat, no more energy. Nothing moves, nothing happens. This is the heat death of the universe. A universe where time itself has lost its meaning. To understand how the universe dies, we must understand entropy. Entropy is the measure of disorder. The idea that over time, everything in the universe moves toward a state of chaos, of maximum randomness. When the universe was young, it was full of structure, galaxies, stars, planets. But over time, as energy was used up and could no longer be replenished, that structure decayed. Stars burned out, black holes evaporated. And now, after an unimaginable span of time, entropy has reached its maximum. All energy has been spread evenly across the cosmos. There are no temperature differences left, no way for work to be done, no light, no heat, no possibility of change. The universe has become a vast eternal void, a cosmic graveyard stretching infinitely, where time drifts onward, but nothing ever happens again. And yet, even here, in this final abyss, there are still unanswered questions. Because while this appears to be the true end, some scientists wonder, could there still be a way for something new to emerge? Could the universe be reborn? For as long as we have studied the universe, we have searched for its secrets. Some theories suggest that this is truly the end, an eternal stillness from which nothing can escape. But other ideas hint at something different. One possibility is that quantum mechanics, strange and unpredictable even in this vast emptiness, could still create fluctuations in the vacuum of space over unimaginable spans of time. Could these quantum fluctuations give rise to something new? A new Big Bang? A new universe? Would time itself loop back on itself, repeating the cycle forever? Or is there something even stranger, something beyond human comprehension, waiting in the endless dark? The truth is, we do not know. For a brief moment, in the grand story of the cosmos, we existed, and maybe that is enough. The journey is over. The end. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe Utopian Worlds for more.